reality? What is spirituality? And how do you go on an inward spiritual journey? These are questions that people ask me all the time. There's no set plan. There isn't a specific method to follow to try and go on an inward spiritual journey. And the reality that you experience as you journey through life or on your so-called inward spiritual journey is unique to each one of us. Because what we do is we observe and interpret our own reality. Reality itself is held in the eye of the observer. So I look through my eyes and I interpret this reality that's all around me. You look through your eyes and you interpret your reality. We can both interpret the same situation in a different way, depending on how we perceive it, depending on how we've been conditioned, depending on certain belief structures and systems. So, you dictate your own reality. And life itself can be hell, or it can be heaven, or maybe somewhere in between, or maybe you bounce back and forth between heaven and hell. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes life's good, and sometimes life's not so good. That's your reality that changes, whether it's good or not so good, whether it's heaven or hell, whether it's up or down, in or out. Because everything just is. Everything's just one continuous flow of energy. And a situation that you might deem to be destructive or bad, I might look at it and think, wow, what a great opportunity to learn something. So it just depends on how you view what's in front of you. I've got 3 simple tips that I'd like to share with you today that will help you massively on your own journey. And these tips will help you stay in a good space so that you can just let what's happening around you in this world happen without looking at it and think, geez, this is bad, or oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? You know, we all ask ourselves these questions from time to time, and they're negative, destructive questions. They're not going to put us into a positive frame of mind. Questions like, oh wow, I wonder what I can learn from this situation. That's a great question to ask yourself. So it's important to view life in a specific way. And the way you do that is by not viewing it in any way at all. Just by allowing things to happen. First tip that I want to share with you today is to live in your heart. Okay? Get out of here and into here. When you live in your heart, you live from a space of intuition, a place of feeling, a place of knowing. When you're in your head, you're influenced by your chatter, by your ego, that little voice that rants and raves and tries to keep you small, living in fear. Okay, your ego has no power when you're in your heart and you're out of your head and you're still. I'm not saying that your head is totally dangerous and totally useless. That's not the case. Your mind is very powerful. It's the most powerful tool that you possess. But you've got to learn how to use your mind to your advantage to create the life that you want. Not to live in your head and let your head control your life. You can become a slave to life, a slave to the mind, or the mind can be your greatest asset. You choose. Your choice. No one else can decide for you. It's up to you to make the decision now to come out of here and into here. And then when you want to use this, use your mind to create, to serve you constructively. Then you can take a trip back up into your mind to visualize, to meditate, to create, to explore the labyrinth, the knowledge, the wisdom that's contained inside of your mind, which is infinite, by the way. There are no limits. The only limits are the ones that little voice inside of your head that comments and chatters, that little ego tries to put upon you. But they're illusions. They're mental constructs, and you can break those down. Boom. Just like that. You can blow them up. You've just got to decide. By you living in your heart, you're going to dissolve those barriers, those limitations naturally, because your intuition is going to guide you on a special journey, a journey that you can't go on by living in your head. Your head's going to get in the way. The second tip that I'd like to mention today is to be calm. Stay calm. When you live in your heart, you actually create a space of awareness, a space of calmness. And when you're calm, you are powerful. When you're calm, you can see clearly. There is so much clarity when you're calm. So much clarity. When you're living in your heart and you're calm, you choose how you react to life. And how you react to life is mission critical on your journey. You can't control life itself, but you can control your reactions to life. And in turn, by controlling your reactions to life, you control your emotions. You control the direction of your life. You control what's really important. So, live in your heart and stay calm. Calmness is the trait of any great leader. If you're living in your head and that little voice, that ego is bouncing you around like a ball inside a pinball machine, left to right, living someone else's life, helping someone else fulfill their goals and dreams, you're going to be unsatisfied. You're going to be living a life of ill feeling, because you're going to be living a life of unauthenticity. And your mission as a human being, or a spiritual being having a human experience, is to live authentically. But to do that, you need to live from your heart, from a place of calmness, a place of non-judgment, a place of non-reaction. That is how you move forward and slide through life, co-creating as you go. Now, the third tip that I want to share with you today, and this is so important. Don't live in your life. Okay? Live your life, but observe yourself living your life. You're a multi-dimensional being, so be in two places at once. Be the observed and be the observer. Because as long as you are the observed, and that is all you know you are, or all you think you are rather, then you're going to be a pinball inside of a pinball machine bouncing around, and eventually you're going to fall down that black hole at the bottom. And eventually you're going to run out of lives. In the physical realm anyway, you've only got one. You're not a cat. You've not got 9 lives. You're a spiritual being with infinite lives, which you're an energy source that's never going to die. But in this human experience, you've only got 1 life. Luckily, in the pinball machine, you get 3 lives. So, you can put your 50p in, you can pull the lever back and shoot the ball into the machine. Bing, 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 it shoots all over the place. It goes down the black hole. You get 3 lives. You get 2 more shots after you lose the first life. But this life you've got right now, you've only got 1 shot at goal. Okay? This is your life. Live it extraordinarily. Live it in the most unique and special way possible. You have great gifts to offer this world, to offer this universe. The universe is flowing right through you as we speak, or as you're listening to me, and as I'm speaking. This isn't really me talking. This is the universe guiding me to share these messages with you. To inspire you, to motivate you, to guide you, to help you on your own journey. We're all at different stages, and it doesn't matter because it's perfect for this time and space. No one human being is above another human being. We're all equal. I'm just here to share things that I've remembered with you, and hopefully you can pass them on to other people so we can all remember infinite amounts of knowledge and wisdom and create for ourselves the most amazing world. So it's important that you be an observer and you observe yourself living in this world. You observe yourself reacting or not reacting to certain situations, and by bringing that level of awareness into your being, into your life, you are just going to flow like a river. Nothing's going to bother you, nothing's going to faze you. You're going to be able to see everything way before it happens. And when it does happen, you're going to be able to deal with it constructively from a place of awareness. Live in your heart. Stay calm and observe yourself living in this life. That way you create for yourself the reality that serves you best. That way your spiritual journey is a peaceful one. As peaceful as it possibly could be anyway. Because let me tell you this is the other point to remember. An inward spiritual journey is not an easy journey. People think by meditating and bringing this level of awareness to the surface that life is easy. No, it's not. Because as you journey deep, you bring up old emotions, you bring up karmic patterning and conditioning that you have to observe and let go. And sometimes it's not that easy. It's not that you can't do it, it's just that you have to observe and sit with these emotions when they rise to the surface. So the important thing for you, when they do rise to the surface, is that you allow them to be. Again, live in your heart, stay calm and observe the situation. If you feel angry, that's fine. That's great. Be angry, but feel that anger fully. Don't try and run away from that anger. If you feel sad, if you feel unhappy, if you feel jealous, that's okay. Sit with those emotions and they will pass. Befriend them and you will transcend them. If you run from them, they'll hunt you down. You can't run away. You have to face your fears, live in your heart, stay calm and observe yourself living in this world. I love you with my heart and soul, with every fibre of my entire being. Please share these messages with your friends, your family, your loved ones, and let's make this world a better place. Subscribe to this YouTube channel now so you can keep up to date with all the latest videos, and let's inspire this world together. Teamwork's the key. Let's raise the global vibration. I'll see you again real soon with passion and energy.